Okay, in the last two videos I have discussed about the number system, real numbers, as well as I discussed about the rational number and irrational number very briefly. Okay, so now based on those numbers we have the exercise 1B in page number 8, class 8 book. Okay, now presently the class 8 book are using the book of class 9. Okay, in that book page number 8 exercise 1B, I have some problem here. Find the additive inverse of following. First of all, you have to understand what do you mean by additive inverse. Okay, additive inverse is the number if you, like you see here before, what is it? A. Okay, what is the additive inverse of A? Is minus A. Got my point? Additive inverse means the number, the same number with the opposite sign. Got my point? The additive inverse of A is minus A. So additive inverse of B is minus B. Okay, so additive inverse of C is plus C. Remember, okay, additive inverse means the sign, the same number with the opposite sign. Same number with opposite sign is called its additive inverse. After that, that additive inverse which gives 0, if you add up these two, it will get 0. You add up these two, you will get 0. If you add up these two, you will get 0. Means additive inverse of any numbers always gives 0 on adding. Okay, additive inverse of any number always gives 0 on adding. That is called additive inverse. Is there any problem? Now you see here, I will just write A by B. What is it? A by B. What is the additive inverse of A by B? Minus A by B. Got my point? Like if you add up these two, you will get again 0. Okay, additive inverse of a number is that number which gives 0 on adding with that original number. Means if you add these two, you will get 0 or not 0. How to get 0? You see here, A by B. If you remove the bracket, then you will multiply the sign or not. Plus minus minus A by B equal to what? 0. Did you get my point? So very simple concept, additive inverse. Any confusion here?
No, sir.
Okay. Now another is find the multiplicative inverse of following. Okay. Multiplicative inverse of following. Multiplicative inverse means like what is this? A. Okay. By which number? Like you see here, whenever we have to get the multiplicative inverse, means multiplicative inverse has another name, that is reciprocal. You always remember, okay? Multiplicative inverse means reciprocal of any rational number. Reciprocal of any rational number is called multiplicative inverse. It means suppose it is A by B. What is the multiplicative inverse of A by B? Is B by A. Okay. So what is the multiplicative inverse of X by Y? Y by X. Okay. Whenever we multiply any rational number by its multiplicative inverse, then the product you always get 1. Whenever you multiply any number by its multiplicative inverse, then product you always get 1. You see here, A by B, B by B, A cancel, B cancel, 1. If we multiply these, X cancel, Y cancel, it is 1. Got my point?
Yes, sir.
Now what is this?
7.
By 11. Is it a rational number?
Yes, sir.
So what is the multiplicative inverse of 7 by 11?
11 by 7.
11 by 7. If you multiply any number by its multiplicative inverse or by its reciprocal, it is also known as reciprocal. Remember, if you multiply any rational number by its reciprocal or multiplicative inverse, then you will get product as 1. So 1, 11 cancel, 7 cancel, it is answer is 1. Very simple concept or very tough? Very simple. Now you come the next. represent rational number on the number line. Okay. Represent rational number, no need to draw any line, you just use scale only, no problem. Okay. I will just do handy without using any scale. You see here, you can represent any rational number. Okay, any type of rational number. Like rational number, like if the rational number is a whole number, then it's very easily represented. If the rational number is a fraction, then you may have the problem. Okay, if the rational number is given like you see here, 7, 8, 1 by 3, 2, 1 by 2, 2 by 3, okay, like 2 by 5, you see here. Are they rational number?
Yes, sir.
Are they rational numbers?
Yes, sir.
Okay, if they are rational number, now we will learn how to represent these rational number in a number line. It's very simple. It is very simple, but in case of fraction, you may have bit problem in fraction while representing fraction in a number line. Okay, but whole number is very simple. What will you do? To represent any rational number in a number line, what will you do? First you take one line. The line will represent the number, whole integers. Okay, the line itself will represent whole integers. Listen here. Don't take much time to draw the line. Do very fast. See here. You take any one point. In this line, you take any one point. And that point will be represented as 0. Okay? Okay? That point will be represented as 0. I have already told you that it is very easy to represent whole number in number line. Okay? But it will be difficult to represent fractional number into number line. Okay? So these three are the fractional number, no? Or whole number?
Fraction number.
That also I think you don't know. What is fraction, what is whole number? Or you have concept?
Yes, sir.
Okay. These are fractional number, these are
Whole
whole number. So how to represent whole numbers in a number line? Very simple. First you draw one line. Okay. So this line will represent the whole integers, whole set of integers. Now you mark one line. That line, that dot will represent 0. Okay. You always remember that in a number line, okay, positive numbers, the right side, we always write right side positive number, we write left side negative numbers. Okay, means right side represents all positive numbers, left side represents all negative numbers. So what to do? If you want to indicate the numbers here, first you have to take the number. You see here, you just take units. Like equal units you can take, okay, equal by using scale. Now you don't use scale for the first time, okay. So I am just using, it is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, so on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, so on. It is representing all the positive integers, okay, and the right side of the 0 will represent all the positive integers and left side will represent all the negative integers. So 1, the same gap should be equal, okay, 2, 3, 4, 5, okay, 1, -1, -2, -3, -4, -5. I will go up to 8, okay, -6, -7, -8. Okay, we have the up to last 8 numbers here also, go up to 8. 6, 7, 8. 6, 7, 8. You always remember the right side digits are the positive integers and the left side numbers are negative integers. Okay. Now you see here what you have to indicate. Question number 1 is 7. You have to mark 7. You have to plot 7 on this number line. Okay. Very simple. Where is the 7? 7 is here. You see. It is plus 7. No. What is it? Plus 7. Here I will give some negative number also. Okay. Suppose it is the negative. -2 by 5 is negative. -3 is also negative. Okay. So I will write some negative number also. Look here very fast. So now we have to represent this 7 in this number line. Okay? Is 7 positive or negative number? Tell me.
Positive.
Positive integer? Positive integer means you have to plot in the right side. 7 is here. Got my point? So you just write here any name OP. Got my point? So OP, down you write OP is equal to 7. Finish? OP represents 7. Another is what? 8. What is there another?
8.
What do you have to plot? 8. Now 8. It is also positive integer.
Sir.
You have to see at the right side. Okay? Here. 8. Let him not see. Leave. Leave him. Q. What is it? Q. So name OQ. OP represents 7. Then OQ represents 8. OQ represents 8. Okay? It's very simple, no? To represent whole number. Now represent fractional number is bit difficult. Not so difficult, but bit difficult. Okay? You see here. How much it is here? 1 by 3. 1 by 3 means 1 part out of 3 part. Okay? 1 by 3 means it is less than 1. Remember. The 1 by 3 is
Less than 1.
okay. If you break one chapati into 3 equal parts, okay, then one part of the chapati is known as 1/3. 1/3, you just see here, it is 0. From 0 to 1, it is whole 1. Okay, it is not whole 1. Is it whole 1?
No,
It is not whole 1. It is 1/3 of whole 1. It is 1/3 of total. Okay. The total in fractional case, total means always 1. Total means always 1. You always remember, okay? In the case of fraction, whole number means 1, okay? So, total is what? 1. And how much you have to represent? 1/3. It means you have to divide this 1 part into 3 equal parts again inside. 1, 2, 3. Now, 3 equal parts divided. You have to divide the 3 equal parts, okay? After that you see here 1/3. 1/3 is this. This is 0. 1/3 is this. It is, I will just mark here S. Okay? What I have marked here? S. It is OS represents 1/3. OS represents 1/3. It is positive fraction. Okay? It is positive fraction. So positive fractions always come at the right side of the 0. Now you see here again, another is 2 by 3. 2 is the total, whole is there, okay? After 2, how much is there? 2 by 3. Okay? You see here, from 0. What is it? 0, 1, 2. Oh, sorry, it is also positive. No, sorry, it is positive or not? 2 by 3. First you have to go up to 2. 0, 1, 2. You have reached up to 2. After 2, how much you have to go? 2 by 3. 2 by 3 means this part will be divided into again 3 part. This 2 by 3 means 2 part out of 3 part. No. 2 by 3 means 2 part out of 3 part. So this, the third unit or third part will be divided into again 3 part. The third part will be divided into again 3 part. And this 2, after that 2/3 means 1, 2. Got my point? It is ST. It means OT, which is representing OT. From O to T, this distance represents
2 by 3.
2 by 3. Is it difficult?
No, sir.
Okay. Now again you see here 2 by negative 2 by 5. It is irrational number. Oh, sorry, it is rational number, but negative rational number. Okay? You listen here. So what is your negative? I told you already in the beginning, I told you that negative numbers, okay, negative numbers is always plotted at the left side of the number line, okay? At the left side. This is the left side. Now you have to plot now 2 by 5. What does 2 by 5 mean? First you have to understand the meaning of 2 by 5. 2 by 5 means 2 part out of whole 5 part. Okay? Or 5 equal parts. 2 part out of 5 equal parts. Okay? So you just here it is negative. So left side. It is less than 1, remember. It is not complete 1. It is 2 by 5 means it is less than 1. But it is 2 part out of 5 part means this unit. Okay, this first 1 only you have to divide into 5 part. 1, 2, 3, 4. Equally, you have to divide them into 5 parts. 1 part, 2 part, 3, 4, 5. Sorry. You can divide this into 5 parts. 1, 2, 3, 4. So in that way, it is not so visible. I have drawn another number I will show you. Okay. Suppose it is 1. It is 1. Then you have to divide it in this way. 1, 2, 3, 4. So the one part, okay, unit part is divided into 5 equal parts. Okay. Now how to represent this? Very simple. 2 part. From here you see here. 1, 2. Out of all 5, how many parts is here? 2 part is here. So 1, 2. So this. Okay, you can give any name. STU. So OU will represent negative 2 by 5. OU will represent 2 by the distance of OU from here to here. This distance will represent minus 2 by 3. Now again you have to see minus 3. Minus 3, you have to plot now minus 3 here. How to plot? Very simple. Again come to 0. Okay, 0 is the starting point. Whether you go right side or left side, you start counting from 0. Okay, for if you start counting from 0, you have to go up to 3. Count up to 3. 0, 1, 2, 3. 3 is the whole number. Okay, so it is negative whole number, but it is the whole number. Okay, so this here also you give one name, STUV. So OV represents minus 3. This is how we represent a rational number on a number line. It is very easy. I have already told in the beginning only, I told you it is easy to plot whole numbers in number line. Okay, but the fractional number, if the numbers are fractional, then you will have to think little bit. Okay, but to represent irrational number on a number line is a difficult task. Okay, for that you have to use that compass as well as scale. Now in the next video I will teach that. Okay.